I'm shaking. You can see that, right? Oh my god, it's 2 lines. Wait, like you can actually see that on camera. I'm not making this up. Oh my god. It's there. I wasn't planning on taking this test today at all. I was planning on waiting to see if I missed my period. I took a test last month and I was convinced last month that I was pregnant. I had so many symptoms. And it was negative, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take a ton of tests this time. I'm just gonna wait. I had to go alcohol.
What are you doing? What? That's awesome, dude.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, hello, my name is Carly. I make home and lifestyle and family videos here on YouTube. And the family part is about to get a lot bigger on this channel because I'm pregnant again. I have a 19-month-old daughter, Kennedy, that I posted a pregnancy announcement and videos about as well. I'll link some of those down below in the description. For today's video, I thought I would share with you guys the exciting news, tell you everything that's been going on behind the scenes, as well as tell you guys my 0 to 4 week early pregnancy symptoms, because I watched so many of these videos on YouTube while I was trying to figure out if I was pregnant during that 2-week waiting period before being able to take a test. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up to let me know. 2 things before I get into it. I am filming this video during my daughter's nap time, so if I sound like I am rushing and talking very fast, it's because I'm trying to finish before her nap is over and before she wakes up. And the second thing is I'm filming this on a new camera, so tell me if you guys like the video quality down below in the comments. Also, if you're wondering, like, why does this chick sound like she's out of breath? I am. That's also a pregnancy symptom later of your first trimester, is feeling like you're out of breath and you're exhausted. So I'm literally sitting here like if you're watching this video, I'm either finishing up my first trimester, I'm already through my first trimester. When I'm filming this video, I am 11 weeks pregnant, so I'm pretty close to being done with my first trimester. My due date right now is 2nd week of December. I feel like being blessed with this life and being able to end 2020 on such a happy, positive note, bringing new life into this world. It will be like the perfect end to a crazy year. Being pregnant in a pandemic, not the most relaxing experience. There's a ton of unknown, a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, but we were still trying to get pregnant and expand our family. We just decided that we didn't want to wait until life looked normal again to try and expand our family, because it could be years before the world looks normal. I'm already 32, so the thought of waiting until I was 33, waiting until I was 34 to then start trying, I just didn't feel comfortable waiting that long, because you never know how long it will take you to get pregnant. You never know if you'll be able to get pregnant. So there's so many questions, you know, with all of that. It's not something that you can just decide. So we decided to try and expand our family, knowing that we fully trusted in God and God's plan, and if we were to get pregnant during this time, we would figure it out. And obviously, I have a doctor who I love and trust so much. My doctor is a rock star. So knowing all of that, I felt like I was in good hands. Someone like me who deals with anxiety, you think being pregnant during a pandemic would sound even worse, but for me, it's actually been a blessing in disguise, because we've been stuck at home like everyone else. My husband is working from home. He's not downtown. He's not gone for crazy long hours throughout the day. And going through my first trimester and being able to have my husband at home and being able to stay at home and sleep and not have pressure to like have to be out and doing things, it's really kind of been like the silver lining to all of this. So I thought I would share my 0 to 4 week early pregnancy symptoms with you guys, because I watched so many of these videos when we were trying to get pregnant. The symptoms I'm sharing with you guys, I experienced before I took a pregnancy test. I had so many early symptoms during this pregnancy, so much more symptoms compared to my first pregnancy, so many different symptoms. So I thought I would share those with you guys. One of the very first early pregnancy symptoms I experienced was intense dreams. And I wasn't certain if this was just my body physically manifesting all of the stress going on with the world, with the pandemic right now, but I would wake up in the middle of the night drenched in sweat from the most intense dreams. I was so hot, I was literally covered in sweat. I would wake up in the middle of the night like, what is happening? The next thing I wrote down was feeling like I was breastfeeding, the feeling of like letdown happening, or like a odd sensation in my chest. So to have that out of nowhere, I was like, what is happening right now? I was extremely tired during the 0 to 4 week period. I remember one Sunday we were watching church and I was sitting on the couch and it was like the singing part, and my husband and my child were swaying with the music, and he was like, get up, and I was like, I'm too tired. He basically said that I'd been like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the last week. He's like, you're literally always laying on a couch. Like, what are you doing? And that was the day I actually took the pregnancy test, because I was like, you know, that's right. This isn't normal of me. Like, I don't typically just lay around on the couch all day. What's going on? I was very tired and felt like I had no energy very early on. I noted that I already was having to pee more frequently in that 0 to 4 week time. And I also noticed that meat started to taste a little weird to me. I had made something for dinner. I think it was spaghetti and meatballs. I remember tasting the meat being like, oh, this tastes terrible. And I was asking my husband, I'm like, does this taste bad to you? And he was like, it tastes the same like it always does. Yeah, I wrote down that I had meatballs, I tried to have sausage, and I tried to eat a turkey club, and I could not eat any of it because it all tasted strange. I was eating all the time, and I remember telling my husband, like, I have never eaten more than I have during this period. I've been eating so much food, I literally feel like I can't eat enough. I was also so thirsty all the time. You know, everyone was joking about the quarantine 15, like everyone was eating and drinking all the time, so I was like, is this again just part of what's going on? But no, it was a pregnancy symptom. I was super crampy, and this is like such a hard symptom because I typically get cramps like a week before my period. I just took the cramps to mean that I was experiencing my normal PMS symptoms, but actually this pregnancy I've been super crampy this entire time. So it turns out it was a pregnancy symptom. Another early pregnancy symptom was breakouts for me. First few weeks when we were in lockdown, you know, we were making all of our food at home. We weren't eating anything from restaurants or fast food. We weren't being exposed to anything in the environment. We were like stuck at home. My skin was looking good. I was like, well, hey, all it took was making all my food and never going out to have my skin look good. Like a couple weeks in, my skin started to get really bad, and it's because I was pregnant. This, I think, is like a me-specific symptom. I hadn't seen this on any other like 0 to 4 week pregnancy symptom videos. I was insanely dry. My eyes were so dry, and I remember feeling this way in my first pregnancy, is almost feeling like you're so tired because your eyes are so dry, you just need to like close them. Yeah, that happened to me this time around too. One of my earliest symptoms that kind of went along with the insane dreams and the night sweats was body chills. Turns out for me, I just had the body chills because I was pregnant. It lasted 4 weeks. It was like an everyday thing. I had body chills probably up until like week 8 or 9 of my pregnancy. Something that was very abnormal for me was heartburn. I don't typically experience heartburn, and one night before I knew I was pregnant, I had heartburn so bad that I had to sleep propped up on pillows. And I've had, you know, heartburn randomly here or there, but even in my last pregnancy, I only had to like take a Tums. I never had anything bad. This pregnancy, the heartburn has been crazy already, but especially in that beginning period, remembering having to like sleep propped upright because it was so bad, that definitely was not normal for me. My pregnancy cravings started way earlier this pregnancy. With my last pregnancy, I remember in my first trimester, I didn't think I had any cravings. It was more like, what can I eat that I won't throw up, because I was throwing up so much. So I literally was on the like popsicle and cracker diet. This pregnancy around has been the complete opposite story. I started having cravings immediately. Like I was craving before I even knew I was pregnant. I was craving peppers, like red, green peppers. I saw the meals I make in quarantine video. I was making the gnocchi, peppers, and breakfast sausage meal like every single day, and I was like, this tastes amazing. Now we know why. I was craving popcorn. I would eat popcorn every single day. I was craving pizza, and if you guys know that, you know, not in pregnancy, I'm typically dairy-free, or I try to be mostly dairy-free. When I'm in pregnancy, it's kind of a free-for-all. It's just I eat whatever I crave because whatever my body needs to help you know, make this baby. I give it. Try to not limit myself while I'm pregnant because I want to do the best I can while growing this baby. But typically I'm like a dairy-free person, and when I'm pregnant, that's a kind of a sign for me is that I'm craving all things dairy. So I had a big pizza craving. I was craving blueberries, which I don't typically eat, like snack on blueberries straight. I was holding the container and just like eating blueberries straight. I was also craving sugar. So I wrote down chocolate, pancakes, syrup. If you've been following me for a while, that my style is like neutrals only. I wear a lot of like ivory and white and bone and sand, and sometimes I'll switch it up and wear beige. You know, like I'm not very colorful in my wardrobe. Last time I was pregnant with my daughter, I wanted to wear pink, like a lot. And this is before I knew I was pregnant with a girl. It was literally just like, I want to wear pink. And I was like, something's wrong with me. I don't wear pink. This pregnancy around again, I was like, ooh, pastel tie-dye sweatsuits, peach pajamas, that sounds awesome. And I'm like, whoa, something is happening. Look at me, I bought this dress with pink flowers on it. I posted this on Instagram stories and I was like, this is gonna be a giveaway. They're gonna know. I finally took a pregnancy test the day before I was supposed to miss a period. The cycle before, I had taken like 3 pregnancy tests before my missed period, and every time it was negative. I waited until the day before I was going to miss my period, the day my husband was like, hey, Charlie in the chocolate factory, maybe get out of the couch. So that's when I took my test and it was positive. I didn't think that I was pregnant. Like I was writing all of these symptoms down, but a lot of it was so different than I had experienced in my first pregnancy that I kind of just wrote it off to stress. So when I got the positive sign, I was so shocked. I was like not expecting it. Looked terrible, as you guys can tell. Did not plan anything cute for Cody again. This is the second time I've told him I'm pregnant in not a cute way. It's not like I could run to Target and get Kennedy a big sister shirt or do anything cute because we couldn't leave the house. And we share an Amazon account, so it's not like I could order something. He would see it and know. The little, like that 30-second train of thought where I was like, wish I could buy her a shirt. Nope, can't go out. Can't buy her anything on Amazon. All right, we're doing this. Give him the test. So I guess I'll show you guys my bump. I'm not really showing yet. I wasn't showing yet this time either in pregnancy. So this is me 11 weeks pregnant. I plan on filming a lot of pregnancy updates and videos on this channel. Now that I have 2 kids, I feel like the first time around, one, I was trying to be like, I don't want to put too much mom content on my channel because everyone who came here necessarily didn't come here for mom content. I want to keep with like fashion and all that stuff. And now that I have 2, you know, it kind of just feels like the jig is up. You a mom, girl, embrace it. If you guys have any video requests for me with the pregnancy and everything going on, please let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you have any advice on how the 1 to 2 kid transition went, please let me know down below in the comments because I'm slightly terrified. Now that I've announced here on my channel, I'll be sharing a lot more updates as they happen over on my Instagram. So if you guys would like to see them, please follow me over on Instagram. My username is Cristman. If you guys have any questions you'd like me to answer about, you know, like a pregnancy, this experience, anything, put them down below because I might film like an updated Q&A now that I have finally shared the news with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.